Welcome back, Geordies. A 2-1 win over Fulham today. A dicey encounter. Left us on the edge of our seats. But Captain Bruno and Will Osula come to the rescue late on to give us that vital 3 points that we needed. Let's get into it. So first off, this was a vital game at St James's. After midweek Benfica, a great result. Finally seeing the team click. Finally seeing it start to come together. Feeling like we were carrying some momentum. And I felt like we started the game really well. And the first half, I felt like we could have been 2, 3, 4 goals up. We created chances. We looked exciting. The link-up play was good. Jacob Murphy was outstanding. All over the park. Lewis Miley looked a real mainstay. Lewis Miley today looked like everything we need when Sandro isn't fit. He looked like everything we need for rotation for Sandro. And I felt like the back line was fantastic. Nick Pope, again, really solid. But it seemed to dwindle off. And as we came into that second half, we seemed to lose that momentum. And desperate for that 3 points, it just felt like it wasn't going to be our day. And when Fulham got that goal and Lukic pops it in the back of the net, it felt like the same old story. It felt like we've lost the momentum. We haven't got the creative spark for that second half. This just isn't going to be our day. We're going to come to a stalemate draw and we're going to lose that momentum that we need to carry through the next few games, which are winnable games. These are games that we should be expecting to go in, hold more possession, be the stronger side and be able to come on to teams and have to break down their low block. But once Fulham got that goal, it felt like Fulham sat back, put 11 men behind the ball and went, right, break us down. And any chance we get, we'll break forward and have a go. And we almost seemed like we couldn't deal with it. And when some of the changes started to happen, and we started bringing Tonali on, and we started bringing on Harvey Barnes, it felt like we didn't quite have that grip on the game. We didn't quite have the control that we should have, having these quality players coming off the bench. I felt like Sandro wasn't actually as influential, and I know he's getting over an illness, but it felt like Sandro wasn't actually as influential today as Lewis Miley was. And when we brought Gordon off, and I have to say I felt like this was the worst decision in the entire game. Anthony Gordon looked electric today. Anthony Gordon looked like he was back at his best. He was beating a man. He was happy to take people on. He was creative. He was creating space with the runs. Always offering the out ball. And when we took Anthony Gordon off and brought Elanga on. Now, I've been critical of Elanga. But honestly, today I think was the worst performance I've seen from Anthony Elanga in a Newcastle shirt. The stray passes, out of position. He looks like he needs to go away for a month, sit down, read the playbook and learn the routines, because he is not in the right position, passing the players that aren't there. He's making darting runs forward to catch up with Trippier, and then rather than overlap, he's running alongside him. And I'm like, make the run, mate. Trippier's going to play the through ball like he does for Jacob Murphy, like he does for Nick Voltemade or Will Osula or whoever's willing to do the overlap. And Anthony Elanga's running 2 yards behind him. He sprints to catch him up and then runs 2 yards behind him. And I don't know if it's a lack of confidence or whether he's not clicking. He seems to be getting along with everybody at the club, but he doesn't seem to be clicking in this system. And Anthony Elanga's game is counter-attacking football. So if we're playing a team where we hold the possession and we have more of the ball and we're having to break down a low block, his delivery's poor, his passing's poor, his movement's poor. So I don't see what he offers. And at the point we brought Elanga on and Gordon off, I felt like we'd given up our chance of getting a goal. I genuinely felt like at this point now, with the amount of times he's given away a stray ball and we're having to chase back and defend and getting caught open at the back because we're pressing forward trying to take a win, that we were going to come undone and we were actually going to throw this game away. And then we brought on Will Osula for Nick Voltemade. And I thought, we all know what Will Osula's like. The boy works harder than anyone else. But sometimes his final ball or his final piece of the puzzle isn't quite there. But today, the effort Will Osula put in to chase and harry defenders, he was fantastic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And while we haven't got Wissa there, I think Will Osula offers you something so different because this boy is lightning fast. And he might only have 10-15 minutes to run that tank empty, but he will run it empty. He will go for it. He's physical. He's got a presence. He's lightning quick. And he might not have the best touch, but that shot in the last minutes that did enough for the goalie not to be able to hold the ball and leave Bruno with a chance to come onto it. Captain Fantastic gets the goal, but Will Osula gets the praise. Honestly, Will Osula won that game for us in the last 10 minutes. He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And going through the team overall, Nick Pope was good. I thought Sven Botman was good. Dan Burn and Trips were good. Malik Chow, another level. Absolutely another level. Move from right to left side of centre-back. Look comfortable. Happy to take the ball on. Happy to progress into the other half. Great passing. Great progression. He looked absolutely brilliant today, Malik Chow. He looks worth every penny of what we paid for him. Lewis Miley as a DM. I thought he was outstanding today. And I think this is the point where Lewis has come into the team at 17 years old. He looks great in games, in patches. Now he's had that bit of time to progress, that bit of time to fill out, that bit of time to become a man. At 19 years old, I think in the next couple of years, given the game time, we could see Lewis Miley being a Sandro Tonali, an Elliot Anderson. You know, we could see him controlling midfields and sitting in that DM role. That DM role was made for him. He looks like he's got all the attributes to be the perfect DM cover for Sandro, or even progress through to becoming the double pivot or the mainstay and having somebody else as a backup. He looked great today. And all I feel we need to do is keep this rotation. Keep this rotation of fresh legs and offering the younger guys more game time when we can, in games where we can. I was a little disappointed, I'll be honest, with Jacob Ramsey coming out of the team, because I didn't think Jacob Ramsey wasn't massively influential in the Benfica game. But again, I think it's game time. I think he'll be hungry to make an impression. He'll be hungry to start his Newcastle career as well as he can. And I felt like bringing Joe Linton back in today wasn't the greatest move. And Joe didn't look... He was okay, but he didn't look like the normal Joe Linton. And as far as the wingers go, I thought Murphy, his delivery fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And Gordon on the left. Gordon was brilliant today. Absolutely brilliant. Probably, bar the Benfica game, one of the best games I've seen this season from him. And he looks like he's sharp, he's ready, he's got that hunger back. It's exactly what I want to see from my wingers. Nick Voltemada. I thought Nick had a good game. I thought he was really unlucky with the one that came off the post. I thought he didn't have a great deal of chances. And obviously having Diop hanging off his back, climbing on his shoulders, pulling his shirt, kicking him over all game, I thought he took it really well. And I thought the refereeing was not great. It wasn't horrendously bad, but not great. There was a lot of fouls in there. I felt there should have probably been a few more cards in the way of Fulham. But that is what it is. It depends what referee you get. Depends what bar they set on the day. One week it can be you get booked for taking a free kick too quickly or standing in front of a ball. The next week it could be, you know, Arsenal smashing Tino Livramento in the air and not even, you know, getting a card. So you never know. But overall, I thought tactically, Eddie was there or thereabouts. We came out with 3 points. That's the most important thing. We push up the table. We carry on into the next one. Tottenham midweek. West Ham next weekend. And hopefully we can carry this form onward and upward. So, in conclusion, if you like the content, guys, be sure to hit me up in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. I've got another video coming up for tomorrow. For the comments made by that bald twat from Liverpool. And yeah, if you like the content, be sure to come back for that one because it's a good one. But if not, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.